Hello friends, today's program is certainly about golf, but before we head to the course, we've got to explore something here. We've got some wonderful looking fried chicken. We'll put some of that on a plate. The unmistakable buttered noodles with the crumbles on top. Oh, I spy some mashed potatoes and gravy. You know, all of this can mean only one thing. Today we are featuring one of the most popular destinations in all of Michigan, if not the Midwest, as we explore the wonderful world of Zenders, the great golf experience at the Fortress, and a very special opportunity for your family to come here and make a lifetime of memories. So stick around. I'm going to eat for a while.
Welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television, celebrating our 20th season of shining the spotlight on the best places to stay, play, and enjoy the greatest game on earth. Stay connected 24/7 to MGL on Facebook, Twitter, our weekly radio show, and podcasts on the all-new FOREGolfersNetwork.com.
Hello friends, and welcome into the show. I'm Bill Hobson. It is great to have you with us because today our featured destination is known all across America. Every single year, hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of guests make their way to Michigan's little Bavaria, Frankenmuth, where they enjoy world-famous chicken dinners, some fun at Splash Village, the indoor water park with a retractable roof, and of more special interest to us, a championship golf course known as the Fortress. So over the course of the next 30 minutes, we're going to give you a little taste of everything that you can enjoy in the world of Zenders and in Frankenmuth. And as soon as I get this birdie putt to go, we'll begin our journey by learning what it is about Zenders that makes this such a special place to visit.
We like to talk about two things. Number one, we wanted to create a four-season family vacation destination. It's not just going swimming, it's not just going dining, it's having the Zender experience when you're in a dining room, the Zender experience at the golf course, the same level of commitment to the detail, because a friend of mine once said, you know, we're in the detail business, so every little detail matters. And I think that's what our guests are willing to pay for, that's what they want to experience, and that's what they come back generation after generation to do.
Well, let's head to the golf course. After all, when we talk about the world of Zenders, for our purposes, the Fortress takes center stage. Kyle Martin is the PGA pro here, and we're on the first tee, where for just this hole only, you get to hit from the forward tees like me.
I've been waiting for this opportunity.
Nice eagle, I should say that already. Take us through the strategy on one.
So first tee, we have a pretty long par 5, straight on. There's a bunker on the left that you always want to try and avoid. But there is a speed slot down there. If you can carry it about 220 from our maroon tee, our middle tee, you can really get a ramp where you can gain some yardage and have an opportunity to get home in 2.
And if you're good and loose coming into this hole, you do have a chance to get it up there, and 3 or 4 is within the realm of possibility.
For sure, yeah. It's always nice to have an eagle or a birdie to start the day and get things going.
And right off the bat, the green surroundings of one remind us of some of the defense mechanisms of the Fortress, which is bunkering.
Yeah, there's some nice bunkering on the left side of this hole and then fescue right. So no real opportunity to bail and miss and think it's just an easy up and down unless you're short. If you stay short in the fairway, you have a good opportunity to get up and down, but left and right can be a bit treacherous.
I've played this course a number of times, and I appreciate the soft start to the Fortress. You can make birdie on one. You had a 2-putt version of that. And then you come up to number 2, which is a pretty tame par 3, as long as you don't really lay some sod over your tee shot. So when you step up to the 3rd tee, you're thinking, hey, this isn't so rough after all. And then number 3 steps up and says, I don't know if we've met before, but if you're playing me from any distance whatsoever, this is going to be a great par if you can make it.
Yeah, 3 is definitely going to be one of the most challenging holes. It's our second hardest hole on the golf course. It's usually into a side wind, so you have to be really precise off the tee. It is a little bit of a dogleg right, and you want to make sure you can carry those bunkers if you're going to go right and hit the driver.
Well, you really want to favor the left side with your tee shot if you can, just to stay clear of the trouble that could be on the right. But then, the approach shot, I think, is where the real test is here, because left or right's really not a great bargain.
Yeah, there's bunkers left, short and left, and then there's a tree about 30 yards short of the green right that you need to try and really avoid unless you're going to hit something low in there. But The green is huge, so it does give you the opportunity to try and get one on, but having a 2-putt could be a challenge.
We also get a reminder of one of the other defenses here at the Fortress, which is the fescue grass. And so the right side of that green, along with the penalty area, will punish anything that you happen to spray in that direction.
Yeah, it's a no fun zone over there.
No fun zone. I like that. I like that terminology better than penalty area. The no fun zone. Now, Kyle, time's not going to allow us to break down every hole here at the Fortress, but you and I are standing near the green on number 5, a beautiful backdrop, unless you pull your shot left, and then it's not so beautiful because there's some water and sand over there. Then we go to number 6, which I think begins a really cool stretch that can be scoreable and challenging in 6 and 7.
Yeah, the biggest priority is being in position off the tee. If you can drive the ball well on 6, 7, 8, and 9, you can really capitalize. If you can't drive the ball well, it can be a nice opportunity for growth in your game.
I like the way you put that. As a teacher, you would view that as an opportunity for growth. On 6, you can hit driver for all you've got. You don't want to miss to the right. There is room to the left, and it's another, I think, potential reachable par 5 and 2.
Yeah, this is one of the scoreable holes. Definitely one of the most approachable par 5s on the golf course. Off the tee, yeah, you have all the room in the world left. Cannot go right at all. There's no fun zone over there. Lots of fescue and some pine trees. But off the tee, if you can get in position, you can hit a long iron in there and really score well.
Take me on to 7T. We see the big tree off to the right side of the fairway, and this is where positioning your tee shot is so vital.
You have to either miss way right, right of that tree, or you have to hit it down the center of the fairway. Number 7, without that tree, would be considered a pretty easy hole. With that tree presents a lot of problems. You'll see everything from punch 4 irons and fairway woods to somebody trying to carve it around with an 8 or a 9 iron to get it into number 7 green.
And depending on where the hole is cut on number 7, you would do well to aim for the center of the green.
Yeah, there's a big ridge in the middle of that green. There's 2 levels. So if that pin is back, you definitely want to try and hit something lower where you can run it up to that back ridge.
When we come to 8 and 9, again, a stout ending to the first 9 holes. Let's walk us through number 8 from tee to green.
If you tend to draw the ball, you can have a lot of room in. The only place you can't go off the tee is right. So the green is accessible. It looks big. However, there's a ton of undulation to that green, so there's certain spots where you have to place the ball on your approach shot to score well.
Yeah, if you happen to hit that bunker off your tee shot, then you're most likely going to be laying up somewhere unless you're a very good long bunker player. But then, as you said, it's probably one of those greens that you'll be a little wiser your 3rd, 4th, 5th rounds here at the Fortress, because the first time it might take you by surprise.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving, certainly on that green. Everything tends to slope towards number 9 tee box, and depending on where the pin is, middle of the green is usually a good option if you're not sure where you need to place it.
Then we step onto the tee at number 9, and it's just a flat-out long par 4 to finish the front, and you've got to get this tee shot in the fairway.
Yeah, people say it's an easy par 5. You know, it's usually into the wind. You can't miss right. There's fescue between number 9 and number 1 fairway left of our fairway, so there's a lot of trouble off the tee. If you can get it in play off the tee into the fairway, you're still going to have quite a long distance in on your approach shot.
One of my favorite things about the Fortress is that both 9s end strong. If for some reason you were to ever flip the 9s around, you wouldn't lose anything in deciding matches by coming into 9.
Yeah, the finishing, Dick Nugent, our architect, really wanted to look at how can people really remember their last holes, whether they're only playing 9 holes or they're playing all 18. So it's nice to have an opportunity where you can have a nice memory with whoever you're playing with, whether it's your family or your friends, on those finishing holes.
Before we make the turn at the Fortress, this seems like a good time to visit the year-round instruction facility led by Kyle Martin and his talented team, because getting better at the game is much more likely when a talented PGA professional is guiding the process. So make sure when you come to the Fortress to play, you also ask about lessons and club fitting. And we'll be back with more in Frankenmuth after this. Welcome back into the show as we continue celebrating the fun and the memories you can make on your next visit to Frankenmuth in the world of Zenders. We'll get back to the golf course here in just a couple of moments. But first, we've got to showcase this very special place called Splash Village, where the entire family can come and be part of this unique indoor water park with the retractable roof and all of these ways to just sit back and relax and forget about the cares of the world, or just forget about the bogeys and doubles you made on the front nine. Whatever the case may be, prepare to get a little bit wet and prepare to have a lot of fun in Splash Village. I say to you Splash Village and you say...
I say family fun.
Yeah, what is it about this place that draws so many families?
You know, one, it's the retractable roof. We're the only water park in Michigan with a retractable roof. So in the summer, when it's 80 degrees and sunny, we can open the roofs and it feels like you're outside. And in the winter, we keep it 86 degrees and sunny all year round. So there's something here for everyone, from little kids to adults on our 3-story drop slide. I think it runs the ages. Everyone has something to do.
Well, you get to see adults act like little kids, right, when they're in here.
Yeah.
They do all the slides and all the different games. So when you talk with families who are spending time at Splash and in the hotel, what do you hear from them?
We hear a lot about tradition. They came here when they were a little kid. We opened in 2005, so kids that were here in 2005 that are bringing their kids now. And they always celebrate their birthdays with us. And they like to go downtown and eat the chicken at Zenders and go to the stores in Frankenmuth. So we get a lot of return guests that come back year after year.
What's different from, let's say, 4 years ago until now?
We're always upgrading. We want to give the best experience possible. We listen to our guests, and one of the comments we received was that it was a lot darker in the original park than it was in the park that you see here. So, we tore down the old wooden walls. We replaced them with the atrium style windows. So it's a lot brighter in that park. We just drive home the importance of excellent customer service. And I think one thing that being a family business allows us to do is we can make decisions on the fly. We're not tied to someone from corporate telling us how to, make a situation right, or how to wow a guest, or how to make a little kid's birthday party extra special. So focusing on those little things we can do to make someone's day.
We talk about Splash Village being a great family gathering and celebrating place. Well, this whole Zenders world is sort of like that, right? Whether it's golf or the other kind of fun.
Bill, you're right. In fact, from a sales marketing standpoint, what we've always tried to say to ourselves is our goal as a company is to try to be Michigan's, if not Michigan, but also the Midwest, 4-season premier family destination. Obviously, the golf, we can accomplish that during the summer months, but Splash Village is year-round. Our retail and obviously Zehnders Restaurant. So we think we have all the components within those 4 divisions to really do that and highlight it, whether it's January or July, for the family to be able to enjoy the Zehnders experience.
There are a lot of times we do this show and we know that our audience is solely golfers because the destination is solely golf. And we're putting those buddies trips together and those getaways together. When you come to Frankenmuth, when you come to the world of Zenders, it's the whole family, as well as the buddies.
Yeah, we have I like to think, the best of all worlds, right? We can do that with the family, but we still get a lot of the buddy golf, and sometime, or I'll put it this way, it's the family with the buddy golf and mom's shopping somewhere, and then they'll get together after the round of golf, after a day of shopping, and traditionally have that famous Zenders family style chicken dinner at the restaurant. So. And then we, with our junior program, and then obviously at Splash Village, we're trying to say, what do we do for that next generation? So that's why we love to see when mom and dad are out here with the kids, whether it's just on the putting green or out on the driving range or playing a few holes on a quiet Sunday afternoon. We think that's going to be the next generation of the same people experiencing all that we have to offer here in Frankenmuth and at Zenders.
We've got more golf ahead, but Kyle Martin and I have already showcased the front nine, and I am amazed all the time at the conditioning of this fortress golf course from the tee to the green. It is as pristine as any private club would ever be. Considering the number of rounds you put out here, that's pretty cool.
Well, thank you very much. We kind of say to ourselves, and not only here at the fortress, but just company-wide. 3 things are going to happen in that experience. We either can exceed the expectations of the guests, we can meet the expectations of the guests, or we disappoint them. So from a condition of the golf course, because you're going to spend most of your time at the golf course, on the course, not in the pro shop, not in the clubhouse. So that 4.5 hour round of golf, we want you to have the best possible experience that we can offer you here at the Fortress. And so we have always emphasized the importance of having a great conditioned course. So we pride ourselves on two things: the condition of the course and customer service. And we think those are two winning combinations that sustained us since 1992 and has sustained us here at Zenders since 1929.
Now, you cannot possibly visit Zenders without coming into the bakery area. Sandy Smith is in charge of this place. I need your help putting together a little dessert gathering for myself and the crew, right?
Okay,
So
I can do that for
I
you.
see something with some frosting over here. What are we looking at on the far end?
This is our cinnamon frosted.
Can you get more frosting on it?
Sure.
That's a keeper. Take us down the list. I see bacon. We never pass up bacon. What are we looking at here?
And this is our maple bacon donut.
A donut with bacon on it?
You get your donut,
Another
your
home run.
frosting, and your
Definitely
bacon
add that
for
to the mix.
morning.
You've done something special with croissants here.
These are glazed croissants. They pull apart just like a croissant. Also, our specialty, German chocolate cookie,
Okay, we'll keep that one. That's a keeper. And what do you got there? A Frisbee.
cheese Danish. Now you might like this.
I'm pretty sure that that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Oh my, here, Sandy, let me help you out with this one
Okay,
just a little
it's
bit.
pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's a double fudge brownie.
2 layers.
Yes. One brownie icing, brownie fudge icing on the top.
Oh, this is so good. All right, so when you make your way to Zenders, you definitely want to make your way into the bakery. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Kyle Martin's going to rejoin me as we visit the back nine at the Fortress, if I can still move by then. Welcome back to the show. We've got just a few minutes left, and apparently I've spent more than enough time laying around in the water and eating far too much food. We need to get back to the golf course where Kyle Martin is waiting to show us the beautiful back nine of the Fortress. So let's slide on over to the golf course, and away we go. From the fun at Splash Village to the fun of the back nine at the Fortress, and Kyle, number 10 gets us off to a potentially friendly start here on the back.
Yeah, shorter par 4. The green is definitely accessible. No bunkers until you get around the green. So off the tee, you're in good shape. There is one small bunker left in the no fun zone in the fescue. Other than that, you can hit it as far as you possibly can and give yourself a chance to get up and down.
It's a realistic birdie chance.
Yeah.
And then we step onto number 11, also not a terribly long hole, but a very different hole than number 10.
Yeah, you have to be very precise off the tee. There's a great set of bunkers that are just left of the fairway. From the tee, it looks like they're in the middle of the fairway. So you need to be in the right center of the fairway to be able to have a shot in, and it's a nice elevated green.
Yeah, 11 has this valley that comes back up to the elevated green. I could be wrong, but from tee to green, I don't know that the elevation's all that severe. But when you're standing over your second shot, it looks like you're hitting up the mountain.
Yeah, it reminds me of playing up north. It's a nice opportunity for you to really think about how far you carry your clubs, because your approach shot needs to be precise. There's a bunker front left, and there's some fescue. So you have to be very precise, not only off the tee, but on your approach shot.
The most memorable hole, at least for me, every time I play at the Fortress, is number 13. This par 4, where Kyle has been telling me for years is the widest fairway on the course, and I think that's true just for you. So walk us through 13.
Yeah, 13 is definitely ranked one of the hardest or most difficult holes in the state of Michigan. There's really no rough. There's water left and there's water right, or you hit it down the pipe. So you'll see a lot of different options off the tee. You'll see people hit a 7-iron, 7-iron, 7-iron going in.
Really?
You'll see people just try and bash driver and think, if I'm gonna go in the water, I may as well go long. You'll see a ton of different strategies on how to try and work through this hole. And you know what? I think everybody's right. Everybody, as long as they own it, I tend to hit driver and say, listen, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it with confidence. And 9 times out of 10, it usually works out. You know, if you're coming down the stretch and you're in the lead, this is one of the most important holes on the golf course to try and secure and move on to 14, where you have a chance to make birdie.
I was just going to say, if you drop a shot on 13, you do have a chance coming up on what we would call the steeple hole. And I'll let you fill everybody in on why it's called that.
Yeah, with one of our major churches in the background, we have a lot of photo opportunities. People take a lot of pictures of that hole, and it usually plays downwind where you have a chance to hit driver and bash something out there where you can get in 3 or 4 and really turn you around, undo a positive if you had a rough time on 13.
But getting a little bit off target on 14 leads you into the fescue, so you do have to keep it in the short grass.
Yeah, there's no fun zones left and right. The fescue is going to get you, especially if you go left. It can be a tough go, and left of the fescue is out of bounds. So at least on the right side, if you miss, you do have the rest of the golf course property where you can miss and try and bash something out into the fairway and get yourself on the green.
15 and 16 at the Fortress are both beautiful short par 4s. They can take driver out of your hand and demand some accuracy. And of course, they logically lead us to the iconic 17th, sort of an island feel to this par 3. And Kyle, I have an idea, if you're up for it, a little closest to the pin challenge. You've only been out driving me by an average of 75 yards a shot, so how about we play for a family-style chicken dinner?
I'm down for that.
All right, you have the honors. You're
okay.
On. Kyle Martin here on the 17th tee at the Fortress. Today, playing 140, but into a bit of a breeze. I'm not talking while Kyle's preparing. Nothing can rattle this man. A smooth effort. He seems to have left it out to the right a bit. It made it over the rock wall by like 1/2 a step, which means I'm tasting the chicken.
The door is open.
I feel the buttered noodles coming my way. Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. A little self-talk. With Kyle encouraging me as my instructor.
Not talking while Bill's swinging.
Thin to win. That's got to climb. That's got to go. I was rejected by the rock wall. Unfortunately, since Kyle's a member of the Zenders family, he is ineligible for today's prize. Stay up, stay up. Oh, he lips it out. I'll tell you what, friends, this 18th hole at the Fortress is a beauty. Par 5, dogleg left, and frequently the deciding hole for an awful lot of matches, including ours. Kyle must make this for birdie and the win. And he has left it a little bit on the low side. We're going to give you the par comebacker. Thanks for the tour of the course.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for a lesson in how to hit the ball a very long ways. Hey, Nick, we talk about the quality of golf at the Fortress, and sometimes that's reinforced by some of the events that you host here, including kind of a big-time qualifier.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we do a lot here at the Fortress, from you know, banquets and groups and fundraiser golf outings, and then some of those, you know, feather in our cap type events. So we're hosting the Suzanne Pedersen qualifier presented by Frankenmuth Insurance. The winner of that event receives an exemption into the Dow Great Lakes Bay Invitational. So yeah, just one of those things that we do here, you know, that's giving back to the game, trying to grow to the game, give an opportunity to amateurs, you know, to be able to play in the big leagues. So we feel very proud to have that event here.
And speaking of amateurs, the Fortress is also the site of a MHSAA high school state finals, a championship.
Correct. Yep, we've been on the run of last couple of years of having to be a host site for the MHSAA for high school boys golf. So just another one of those events that we are just very proud to have, and you know, true testament to what this golf course is. You know, when we say we're a championship golf course, you know, we don't just say it, we actually host championships, and we actually, you know, have the course designed and keep it up in shape to be able to do events like that.
Well, the old saying that time flies when you're having fun has certainly proven to be true today. We have had a fantastic time taking part in a little bit of everything that Zenders has to offer. 18 championship holes of golf at the Fortress, family fun at Splash Village, and yes, we ate far too much chicken in the restaurant. I even did a little bit of shopping. I picked up just a little thank you gift from me to you, so watch your mailbox for that. And now it's time for you to bring your family, your friends here to Frankenmuth, to the world of Zenders. Get your golf clubs in the car, set aside a little extra time to soak in the entire area, And I know that this will be a place that you can make a lifetime of memories every time you visit. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time when you come here to Frankenmuth.